Hello out there to anyone. I was just tinkering around in here and had some thoughts, and I was like, well, maybe I should just blast those out into indefinite space and time. But anyways, do you ever feel like do you ever have one of those days where you feel like you're the main character, you're the hero of the story, like you're just doing really well, or you just got your shit together, or you know what I'm saying? You're just kind of like, dang, this is kind of nice. That's cool. So I was kind of having one of those days, which is, it can be a rarity at times when you're just filled with the existential dread of life all the time. I'm sorry, that's dramatic. But no, I think most of us can relate to, it's just not usually how we feel every day. And when it happens, it feels kind of nice. And so I was kind of having one of those days. I don't know if I just felt like I was like on top of my shit. Maybe this is why. So I was trying to fix this old camera from back in the old equipment shed over there, and it's fixed. So I have this great new view. Look at that wide, baby. And you ready for the robot shit? Yeah. It's definitely better than the other one we had. That one stopped working. So I was like, I got to get another one up and running. And here I am. So that's pretty cool. We are trying to add more and more robotic things into life just because why not? So very excited. Anyways, so I think perhaps just the capability of feeling skilled, fixing things, being an adult, or trying to be an adult, And so I was kind of feeling like the hero in the hero's journey. And I think to myself, I'm like, so like, why is it that is such a powerful feeling? Like, why? Because like, I think of that as like confidence. You have this confidence about life, your life. I don't know. And I think it's one of the most like powerful feelings. And when I say confidence, I think of confidence as I've adopted this sort of definition for myself of what confidence is, because it has been something I've struggled with through life. But for what I've learned, and I can't remember if I've said this before, but I think of confidence as the mindset that no matter what in life, even if you don't know the answer, if you don't know how to do anything, you'll figure it out. And as long as you try your best, hashtag do your best every day, you are unafraid of that pursuit, if that makes sense. So like that's how I think of that. And so when it comes to life, I think if you're down with the fact that you don't know what's going to happen, and it could be good or bad, but you're going to try your best and figure it out, you'll figure it out. And that's a pretty good feeling, to feel like you're going to figure it out in in this world where you're like, what is going on? And so I'm thinking about this. I'm like, so why is this such a powerful feeling for people? Oh God, I'm going to try to not slip into a Southern drawl on this. I don't know why I even feel that impulse. It's like something's speaking to me. I don't, because it's so random. It just comes out. Nice. I'm not going to do it. Okay, I'm going to resist. All right, hold me accountable. All right. So, this is such a and again, hang on with me on this one because I got a feeling I'm going to go deep down the rabbit hole on this one because this is how my brain works. It's like everything's got to be so much deeper than it probably is. So stick with me because we're going to get lost along the way. I can just feel it. I can just feel the energy. I'm like, here we fucking go. I'm on one. So, all right. Hear me out. Hear me out should be my slogan. Sadie will attest to that one. Why is feeling like the hero such an important thing? And it's because we are all the reverberation of the experience of life. If you've heard that feeling or that saying, I don't know if it's a saying or a quote, that we're all just like life. What is it? It's like we're life experiencing itself. I'm gonna check myself on that one, but I think about that, right? We're life experiencing itself. Wow, my spelling is terrible. The idea that we are the universe experiencing itself is a way of describing the relationship between humans and the universe. Yeah. Oh, it's a Neil deGrasse Tyson quote. Okay, who knew? Supposedly. And I'm like, yeah, well, that makes sense. Because I feel like as I go through this thing, I think just that humanist perspective of we're all having the same experience, but a little bit different. And that's all we've ever done through all of time. We're all just another soul experiencing life, obviously, forever and ever. And we keep having a kid, and it keeps going. And don't even get me started on my theory of who we are as children of our parents. That's for another time. But yeah, we're just this reverberation of the experience of life. And if you're familiar with the hero's journey, it's like I don't know if it's one of the few different stories, but in my opinion, it's like the only story, because there is only one story. Why are we life experiencing itself? Is because there's only one story. It's the story of life, to exist, and what comes with that. So, AKA the hero's story is, and this is not exactly. I'm not going to say that I'm nailing this from an academic standpoint, but this is my theory. It's the hero's story is to exist, to be born, to strive for purpose or receive purpose, your mission, your quest. And then it's the struggle to do that thing, followed by success. And we repeat that forever and ever, right? That's what life is, right? Think about life. Okay, you exist, you're born, you wake up. However you want to interpret those. And then we seek for purpose, or we are given purpose through things in our life. That purpose is often challenged, right? Challenged. What should this camera be? It should be like the truth cam. No, I don't know about that. That's stupid. We'll think about that. We'll figure that out. Okay. Yeah, it's the struggle, and then there is overcoming. Because if you just struggle forever, that's not much of a story. There's no hope in that. There's no inspiration, because we are all seeking to be inspired by the thought that we can overcome whatever it is. We can figure it out. And then we just keep doing that. And then again, we die and we're born again and we do that. And or the journey dies, right? It's a cycle, and however meta you want to get with this, right? You can really drill down. It's all the same thing, right? It's I hope this makes sense. It is the fucking what is that? Perfect ratio. It's a spiral. It's a reverberation. It's a ripple in time from the start. This whole thing is just a soup of energy and different layers of energy and different concentrations of energy. Whatever the energy is, I don't know what it's made of. I'm just going to call that thing energy. Hashtag Pokemon. And that's all that's going on out here in our existence of life. And because certain layers of that are concentrated. Oh, and hold on, let me back up. God, this is not going to make, I feel like I'm bopping all over. I think I've mentioned I've been into the theory of chaos theory, and like it comes from thermodynamics. Energy is not created nor destroyed, and like energy in its natural state is chaos, and in order to not have it be less chaotic, you have to put energy into the system to attempt to control it, and however that is. Maybe it's from a molecular or chemical level, you heat it up, and so it makes the atoms or the particles do a certain thing and be more concentrated, right? We're talking about like from liquid to gas and all of those cycles. Not in that order. That's an example of putting energy into the system. Or you can think of it like if you don't want your house to get messy, you have to spend time or energy, burn your calories to pick it up and put it away. That's energy into a system, which is cleaning up. All right, you follow. So energy, what I'm saying, concentrations of energies are, so like solid to liquid to air, more concentrated energies are being controlled. They're less chaotic. There are forces or laws of nature being applied on them, whether we know them or not. They're causing them to exist in a certain state or a certain level of energy in our world. So like a rock is a rock because it's concentrated molecules. The air is the air, rain, water, etc., leaves, you name it. They're all different levels of that. And the ones that are more concentrated, if you think about it, they're more predictable, right? They're less chaotic. We know that a rock tends to act like a rock. It likes to sit there. It's pretty hard. They're hard to break. And if you make something with a rock, it's going to be a certain way, right? We've done this for a while. We've been ants on this space rock for quite a while. So we've figured this out. We've spent time with our surroundings and our elements and all this shit, and we've sort of figured out the way they work from observation and trial and error and just trying to figure it out. And we gravitate to the ones that are more predictable, less chaotic, more solid, right? We build houses with solid shit. We live by water. We know what water does. We know that it's good for us. We tend to know in a way how it acts. We can sort of like, we can carry it. We can group it. We can build a hole and fill it. And water will sort of do more or less this thing that's perhaps a little bit more mysterious than a rock or wood. But we know that if you stack a bunch of those tree sticks in a certain way, it's pretty solid, and if you climb on it, it won't break the same way a thin one will, right? This is all obvious, right? But we figured that out, and we like the ones that are more predictable. We like predictability because we in the experience of life, in all of space of time, the struggle to live, have purpose, even on a bacterial level, microscopic level, purpose to exist, to recreate, I don't know, right? To not die, basically, at that level. We've been doing that for a long time. And we're getting pretty good at that, right? And we don't like the things we can't predict. so much. Air, weather, those sort of forces that are just, they're doing some shit up there, depending on the atmosphere, depending on your planet, depending on whatever. That shit's kind of unpredictable. That's kind of chaotic. And it's often that chaotic tends to deliver some stuff that makes our life a challenge. Lightning, rain, less oxygen to breathe. I don't know, like anything that makes the struggle for life hard. And so we avoid places where that's more unpredictable, parts of the planet that's more unpredictable. So we really like that structure, especially me. If you haven't figured out, I don't know why, but that gets me going. That gets my gumi going so hard. That gumi's gone so good it could never get got. And I think that's why, because it's all about chaos. And some people maybe crave it a little bit more based off just like, I don't know, how you grew up to adapt, to survive, basically. And what gets your gumi going, obviously. And so, where was I? Hero's journey, energy, chaos. We don't like unpredictability. And so I guess to bring it back to confidence then. So you can have the confidence that you'll figure out or be ready to figure out, survive anything life throws at you. And the more systems you have to combat the chaos, the unknown, that could be emotional systems, survival systems, health systems, financial systems. Okay, I think I'm figuring this out. You thought I already had this figured out. That's where you're wrong. I just have an inkling. It's what we call a brain blast in the biz. Perhaps you have a bit too much jungle herb and your brain gets going. Okay, systems. Tech systems, all these systems help you deal with the chaos of life. And the one thing we can all relate to each other about is that we're all dealing with some type of chaos. And hopefully you do feel that way about every human, because we're all life experiencing itself, swimming through a soup of energy. Some parts are chaotic, some are not. And we're just trying to hang on. We're just trying to not lose it, not die. And we want to overcome. We want the success of that. And that's why any story of the hero's journey, of the story of life, is why we tell them. It's why it's the only story. It's because it's the thing we all relate to and need. We need a little bit more, like, we can always use a little bit more inspiration, right? A little bit more energy into the system, some might say, to keep that an internal structure, your internal mindset, right? I don't know why I think this is a bit, but it's not a bit. God, this is so meta. Anyways, the thing is you don't realize how many times I do this off camera. That's the thing. If only you knew. These are the things that keep me up at night. Oh, God. So, yeah, so where were we? I don't know, guys. I hope you feel like the hero in your hero's journey every day. Because you should. Because you are. As fucking cheesy and dumb as that sounds, I don't know. I feel like I said, no one really doesn't need that message a little bit more in life. I don't buy it. We could all use that cheesy ass hope, inspiration, or relatability, whatever it is, even if it's a meme. That's why I think memes are so hot, is because it's just people feeling understood in like the most basic but also niche ways. And we've all felt so not understood and not like we don't know what the fuck's going on. So keep it up, y'all. I hope this was of value like it was for me. I feel like I really got some thoughts out. So let's recap. This is more for myself. The hero's journey, or the story of life, is the only story there is to tell, because we are all reverberations of life, of the experience, which is to be born, to seek purpose or to have purpose, to struggle with that pursuit, and to overcome. And then we die and or are born again. And we keep doing that forever. And that's why, through this rippling reverb of the existence of life in this soup of atoms, or this soup of energy, we like the energy that is more predictable, because it gives us, it's a space rock to cling to as we ripple through space and time. Just fucking holding on. Just like, look at these fucking chicken legs. We're just like holding on. Oh, look at that. Tat's doing well. Oh, this is not comfortable. Why did I do that? Well, that's all right. Let me lean this bad boy back. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. Pull these freaking shorts up. Now we're leisure mode. I thought I was gonna wind down. No, we're just getting going now. So yeah, structure. See, this is really just me wanting to know why I like structure so much. But it's actually what I theorize is we all do. I'm just trying to push my agenda onto. I can't do that because I pulled my mic off the thing. I'm trying to push my agenda on everyone. Obviously, it's obviously the best agenda. I've worked long and hard on it, so but I'm doing that because it's for your own good, okay? I'm just trying to help you, okay? See, this is a meme about me and my internal narrative and my own life struggles. But actually, just trying to share the good word, you know? I really think structure and tools like that help everybody in their life. It's only getting more chaotic out here. We're kind of getting farther and farther from more predictable things that we like. And with that comes more chaos. And life can be life. And as long as you're down with that, you just got to be down with that. It can't be great all the time. But that's okay, because we're all struggling together in different ways. Okay, guys? And so, yeah, we need some tools. And maybe one of these existential thoughts was like, dang, dude, that's like really helpful. Someday I would like to make, I'd love to make like a gear equipment company that's like tools and systems for your life. That's just nerd gear, basically. It's just tech shit. But I do think that's where we're at in life. It's like if you use it at all, you got to get a good system down. or maybe don't. Fuck me. I don't know. Do you? I don't care. I'm here to support you. That's what I'm saying, obviously. Obviously, I'm just saying I'm here to support you on your hero's journey, however you want to do it through the struggles of life. Okay? Because I get it. All right. Okay, those are my thoughts. Sending out. Hear me out. Thanks for listening. Do your best out there.